Hey, I'm Anton. I've been doing cash pay medical practice marketing for a decade, and in 2025, my select personal clients did 87 million in revenue. In these audits, I review a practice's lead generation and lead nurture process so I can give actionable feedback to improve the business and hopefully the owner's quality of life. Today, I'm reviewing Excel Medicine, Dr. Shail Singh's regenerative medicine and Medspa practice in San Jose and El Dorado Hills. If you know Dr. Singh, please feel free to share this with him. And if you'd like me to audit your business, send me a DM on Instagram. So a quick overview before we dive in. It's a pretty great business, hiding behind unfinished website, poor SEO, and just kind of lack of organization and content here. I'll get into it accurately, but just high level overview. They've got 2 different locations, pretty solid reviews here. The problem is the marketing engine around it. The website is like a third finished. You're invisible in search. The site is slow and it makes my computer heat up just trying to operate it. This is a brand new Claude built website, and you can tell a human didn't revise any of the copy, messaging, and it sounds like Claude wrote it. So strategically, I love the attempted model. It's a great mix of services, although there's a lot of them. And I like that you have attempts at membership. I'll go into them deeper. You have some high ticket services that you can offer, but the website functionality is really throwing me off. So as always, we start with a secret shop of the website. Let me go on the site. Let me book a consultation. And then let me take my phone off Do Not Disturb so that anybody could call me if they wanted to. So let's get on here. We'll fill this out. Will be me. Select a location. San Jose looks like your busier one. Let's do hormones. Preferred date. I don't know. I don't freaking care. Today, tomorrow, doesn't matter to me. Afternoon, sure. Are you a new patient? Yeah, first visit. How did you hear about us? Google. So like this thing is strange. How's this look on mobile? See, like this little draggy arrow is like so odd. The form's too big. You got to make the form smaller. It doesn't work that well on mobile. I can send appointment request. Oh my gosh. I have to email? Request received. Why did it open my email? Book another? Why would I want to book another? I would want to learn more. I would want to be sent to a video. Educate me. Don't give me the option to book another. Give me the option to be educated. Give me the opportunity to learn more about your practice after I submit. Send me to a thank you page or something. This is kind of odd. The appointment request form, why not just let them actually schedule? They are requesting a service, a day, a time, a location. Why not just actually let them book? This is how I would do it, like this. I would go to book an appointment, and I would give them the option, click here for online booking, or contact our specialist, request an appointment here. That's how I would do it. Let me get back to your site here. All right, moving on. I'm not on Do Not Disturb. So quick action item here, adjust your booking process, allow your patients to self-schedule. I don't know why you do it like this. It's inefficient. Moving on to the Google My Business. So you've got 2 different listings. This draggy thing makes it impossible to navigate your site. My whole computer is moving slower. You've got to fix that. Take that thing off your site. Onto the Google My Business. It says closed. It opens 10 a.m. Wednesday. It's closed on Tuesdays. It's closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. It's open 3 days a week, 10 to 5. Is this a real business? Why are you closed 2 days a week? Okay. Open more days. That would be step 1. One of these is medical spa. One is medical clinic here, and one of them is medical spa. You have 2 different listings, medical spa. I would make them both medical spa. I don't really see any advantage to be defined as medical clinic. There's people who actually search for medical spa, med spa near me, med spa treatments. There's no advantage for you being defined as a medical clinic. I would redefine yourself as a medical spa on that main listing there. And then get active on Google My Business posting. I just looked on those profiles. I didn't see any GMB posting on either of those profiles. So I would get active on Google My Business posting and then link them back to the blogs on your site. Just kind of website overview here. See these grids? That's a very Claude thing. I can see that. You are looking for investors, professionals, franchise model. You're trying to franchise the business and get investors. Franchising, licensing, franchise opportunities, inquire now. And then you offer provider training, and you position it as like a done for you, not a done for you, like a ready out of the box model. And it's not. So, yeah. You probably should split this off. So I understand what you're trying to do, but you should split it off. Do like a subdomain or something like franchise.excelmedicine.com. And then like if you're going to send people educational information about your franchising or investor opportunities, send them to that page. Don't have your place where you are actively looking to acquire patients be the same place that you are actively looking to franchise and get investors. That's not, I think they call that pooping where you're eating. Don't poop where you eat. Also, the site is just so unbearably slow. 55 performance on desktop, 52 performance on mobile. It's got to go faster. You're just never going to be able to rank like that. It's also built on Claude. So, like you advertise that you have a proven model and you want people to invest in you, but you don't have a working website. I say this with love. Like you've got to invest in building an actual website on like WordPress or Webflow or something. Hire somebody to do it the right way. You've got to fix the site speed. If built the right way, it won't lag so much. And for the time being, install NitroPack. It'll help a little bit. Moving on to the services offered, service mix strategy, value ladder. So the way that I looked at it, you have a lot of different services that you offer, but you really have two different paths. You have the aesthetics path, and then you have the wellness path. I generally gravitate away from the transactional nature of the aesthetic services and towards the stability of the wellness patients. Aesthetics can stay and remain supplemental to bring in cash-paying patients who are open to spending more money on their health, but I personally wouldn't spend a ton of time creating a front-end offer for majority of the low-ticket aesthetic services. Hair restoration is probably the one aesthetic service you have that's worth spending money to acquire the customer. I like the offer of payments as low as $250 per month. I saw that somewhere on here. You had it maybe under your memberships thing. I like that kind of offer where like whole new head of hair as low as $150 per month, no flight to Turkey required. Like that's a good offer. So if you were going to run Google ads or spend money on ads at all, I would go after something like that. And then for wellness, you have a really straightforward process for new hormone patients. I would focus on those. I would do like a TRT or a WHRT quiz on Google ads, because those patients are becoming very solution aware about hormones, and the entire market just got comfortable injecting themselves. I don't know where your memberships went, but I found your memberships pages, membership program here. Here they are. So I like this. Are meds included? Are meds included in this? If so, this is a great offer at $300 a month. I actually think you might be leaving money on the table. I like that you just have this one longevity membership for hormone patients. This probably is not going to get any take. Nobody wants that. This could get take, but you're not going to make money there on the higher doses. I don't know how you would do it actually, because some stuff just costs more. So like GLP-2s and 3s, like you're not making money there on that. But I like this one hormone panel. I like this or this hormone membership. I like that it's just one membership, regardless of male or female, and I like that the medications I think are included. If they're not, they should be. If they are included, I think you're underpriced, and probably have room to add another $100 a month to that membership and be like $400 a month. But if you can keep 50% margins at $300 a month with meds included while you scale, and it allows you to sub out the patients to a mid-level and keep those margins, go ahead. If not, you need to raise your prices so you can afford to pay an NP or a PA to manage these patients for you, so you don't have to do refills for 30 hours a week. So just something to be aware of. The pricing might work for you right now, but you need to build your pricing so that you can actually scale and have enough margin to be able to hire the right people. Otherwise, you're just kind of stuck. So some action items here. I would hone in on your ideal patient. Is it wellness? Is it aesthetics? And what kind of practice do you really want to build? If you do want to focus on the franchising and the investors, you need to get yourself out of the picture ASAP from seeing patients. You need to raise prices, hire mid-levels, and get out of seeing patients day to day, or you're going to end up doing refills forever. That way you can focus on the business side of the business, which seems to be what you want to do. When I get into SEO and how the website actually makes you money, This is probably the single biggest growth lever because you're starting from almost zero. Your domain rating was like 1.7, and you rank for like a dozen keywords, and you get roughly 66 organic visitors a month. So almost all of that is people Googling your business name. So it's all branded. Outside of your brand, you're essentially invisible in search. So we definitely want to work on that. For a practice with almost 5 stars and almost 400 reviews, ranking for nothing but your own name is crazy. Like you should at least have like Botox San Jose or medical weight loss or something like that. So some action items on your SEO stuff. I would get serious about blogging. I don't know what's going on here, but your blogs like don't rank. I don't know what's going on. If you just started doing them, it looks like you're doing one a month. Yeah, I would get a little bit more active with that. I would do one a week, one blog per week, and make them good. You don't have any. We'll get into the technical stuff, but I know why your blogs aren't ranking. Write good long form FAQ style content on your service pages. Your service pages don't really have very good content here. So like if I go to Botox physician administered, the H1 here should be like Botox San Jose. And then what is physician administered? What is that? Who wrote that? Nobody QA'd this stuff. You just threw this up here. Claude, you just trusted Claude was going to be right. And it isn't. This is why you cannot trust the robots. Spend the time writing the good content once or pay the debt of not having it forever. Claude can only get you so far. Technical SEO. I mentioned this. Here's like the net solution here. Nothing's done. The technical foundation isn't broken. It just doesn't exist. Your internal linking structure doesn't exist, meaning like if I hover over services and I go to Botox, you see the slug in the bottom left-hand corner, it doesn't populate. It just internally redirects on like the CSS on the site, which doesn't give you the juice and the advantage of having internal linking to these pages. So you need to probably rebuild the whole website. The result, this isn't even my subjective opinion. The result is that it doesn't rank. So like you can say Anton's a jerk all you want, and I'm sorry, but this is in love and sincere hope that you implement some of this stuff. The site doesn't rank. So whether I like it or not, the only purpose of a website is actually to grow the business and get new patients to discover your stuff through search. Otherwise, it's just a shiny business card. So fix your internal linking structure. Each page needs better content. Then each page needs its own title tag, meta description, header tag, schema markup, and FAQs. Genuinely, I would probably just say hire an expert because a novice with Claude is still a novice with a Milwaukee drill instead of a screwdriver. I would just probably recommend hiring an expert. I have not gotten a text, an email, or a call from this business yet. We are 15 minutes in. Moving on to paid ads. I only saw that you were running some Google ads for your business name. That's the only thing that you're really bidding on is just your business name, which is better than nothing, but you have a lot to fix before you start running ads. I didn't see any Facebook ads either. Have a lot to fix before you start running ads. There's just your social pages there. You don't need to start spending money on ads right away, but when you are ready to run ads, here's the steps I would go in. First, dial in your website. Next, dial in your sales process. Then dial in your offer for new patients. And then I would run ads for hair restoration or hair transplant. There's a lot of people in your area that can afford it. And there's probably people that are looking for it in your area, just outside of San Francisco, San Jose. It's like Silicon Valley tech hub. There's plenty of money there and people that are looking to grow their hair back. I'm one of them. I just don't live there. So that's a great offer. And then run ads for TRT and WHRT to a quiz page, like see if you're a candidate for hormone replacement therapy, and then allow them to self-schedule their own discovery call. That offer is working really well for me right now in a couple different markets. Social media platforms. First, easy win. You don't have your Instagram linked in the footer of your site here. I would probably recommend that you do that. And then on your social profiles, you've got this like user-generated content where it's like you on camera. That's some of your best stuff. And across the board on all the different clinics that I've worked with, user-generated content with the provider and the video is the best stuff that you can run. So patients love that stuff. I would keep running it. I have not gotten a call from this business yet. They're closed today, apparently. It's Monday. So even if I call them, they're not going to be able to get back to me. So the soonest they're going to get back to me is Wednesday. So kind of a mute point here. I'm going to go do business with somebody else. If I'm looking to get a solution, I'm going to assume that this practice is not going to call me until Wednesday. If I need a solution today and I'm ready to book, I'm going to go somewhere else. So top 10 action items summarized here. This is kind of the order of what I would do and how I would do it. Going through here, boom, boom, boom. Rebuild the website properly. First, WordPress or Webflow. Enable real online scheduling. Improve the site speed. Decide what the focus of the business is actually going to be, and then focus on that, wellness or aesthetics. Build strong SEO content or service pages. Fix the site's technical SEO foundation. Optimize the sales process before scaling ads. And then I would run the Google ads for hair restoration, TRT, women's hormones, and then fix the Google business profiles. And then decide, most importantly, how involved you want to be in the business. If you want to focus on investors and franchising, great, do it. But you need to raise your prices and put a mid-level in there that sees your patients for you, so you don't have to see patients anymore. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be the face of the business. And I think it'd probably be better for you, if you want to focus on the business side of the business, to remove yourself from this actual business. So I hope this was helpful. If you know Dr. Singh, share this with him. And if you'd like me to audit your business, send me a DM on Instagram. And I promise I just do these in love and support to help you actually grow. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.